Live from the Slackers Sports Bar Studios. This is In the Building with Mike Taylor and Rudy Jay.
That's what we look like in the same room.
Been a minute.
Yeah.
Been a minute.
About that. That is what we look like in the same room. Hello.
It's the damn deal, fellas.
This is a big day. I'm just giving you shit. I got shit last night, so I'm wearing this today.
Yeah.
To remind myself that I have to go to a ball game tonight. Day before yesterday, we had an 11 a.m. start time at Wolf Stadium, where I do MC work.
Right.
And I completely forgot about the game. I'm laying there, and you and I had done a show.
That's right.
I'd logged off.
What day was this?
Wednesday. And I'm laying there, and I'm like, I go, I'm going to take a nap. I've got nothing else to do the rest of the day. I'm going to take a nap. Well, I knew I had a missions game that night. I forgot. No. It's an 11 a.m. start. They start texting me at like 10:50. Where you at? You coming in? Oh, blank.
So you don't start hauling ass to get to work?
I'm 40 minutes away from Wolf Stadium.
Baseball game's 4 hours.
Yeah, but the stuff I do
you got to
starts a little earlier than that.
Gotcha.
Dude, what an ass whip. It's all scheduled, too, so once it gets out of whack, there's no...
So what happened when you got to work last night?
I got a round of applause for bothering to show up to their little rinky-dink baseball organization and do my job. Dude, I thought about this, and I'm way more pissed at me than they are. They're fine. They thought it was funny, and they understand. First of all, it's not an excuse, but it is a random Wednesday 11 o'clock game.
Yeah, it was random.
Not still my fault. I work for the team. It doesn't matter if they play
it's
at midnight.
Your job to know
I
the
got to
schedule,
know.
Right?
I'm more mad at myself, and so I was thinking about this. I think the last time I forgot to go to work was 1997.
Just forgot?
Sam's Wholesale Club.
I can't remember that when I just forgot. I can remember a lot of call-ins on purpose.
Well, I've had those.
Just forgetting? No, I can't remember ever just forgetting. Like, oh,
now,
man.
I haven't lied about why. I've gotten sick before, but I've not lied. When's the last time you lied to your boss about, hey, man, I can't get, I got something. Nationwide.
Call center, man.
You were just miserable.
Hated it. They took 10 years of my life, but I had a kid.
Tell me how bad this karma is here. In 1995, I was a dumbass 20-year-old idiot working at Sam's Club. And I actually staged a bit where a buddy, I'd already gotten there. I was halfway through my shift, and I didn't want to be there anymore. I was a cashier. I had a buddy call in, pretending to be my cousin, telling me that my grandfather had gotten sick and they had to take him to the doctor.
That's too far.
How terrible is that? What
Why
a fucking
don't you just
asshole!
say
Who
I'm
does
not
that?
coming? Pause.
No, I went to work, but I was, like I said, I was halfway through. I was like 4 hours into an 8-hour shift.
That's awful,
and
bro.
I was 20 and wanted nothing to do with being there anymore. And I actually pretended my grandpa was ill.
That's bad.
That's terrible. I look back on that. That's embarrassing.
Well, once I found out
dumbass.
at Nationwide that I didn't have to have an excuse, it was the downfall of me.
Oh.
Because somebody, I don't even know if it's true, but somebody at work told me, well, by law, you don't have to give them a reason. So ever since then, I was just like, hey, I can't come today. And there's just this dead silence because they're waiting on me to give this long, elaborate excuse.
Yeah.
And the next person that talks loses, right? So I'm like, hey, I can't make it today.
Biatch.
Yeah, pretty much. And all right, that's it. And then that's it. You know what I mean? So, yeah. But ultimately, and what's crazy about that story, Mike, so I got fired the last day of February on a Friday at 4:30. 3 weeks prior, I had learned Anna was pregnant with my now teenager.
Oh, God.
So I just put them on my benefits and everything. We were already in a panic because, I had one kid at the time already, but it had been 12 years since I had another one.
Right.
And so me and Anna are in a panic, and then I get fired.
Damn.
Finally.
For a bunch of no-call, no-shows?
I've been 10 years. I deserved to get fired, but it was at the worst possible time.
That woman has put up with a lot from you.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, but I mean, at the time, I got lucky, though, because finally I was able to because I was already doing sports grind, but we weren't generating enough revenue for me to just quit. So I did my fake unemployment for 6 months. I applied to be a rocket engineer. I applied to be a surgeon. You know, I got my 6 months of unemployment. And
Waiting to hear back from NASA.
Yeah, waiting to hear
Should
back
be any day now.
Because you know you have to, like at that time in 08, you had to like call this number.
Yeah.
And like press buttons on how many places you've applied at. And,
Jesus.
yeah.
Billy's in here. Shout out to Sam's Club of Louisville. He and I worked together at that Sam's Club in Louisville, Texas.
Are you serious?
But that's not the Sam's that I did the grandpa bit.
Oh.
So I worked at Sam's Club for 5 years, like 1993 to like 98, something like that. The Sam's Club that I bullshitted about my grandfather was in White Settlement, Texas.
That's not the name.
Yes, it is.
Hold up.
Have we not talked about White Settlement before? Yeah.
First of all, the audacity to name the city that.
Y'all can move there. It's just theirs. You can rent property. You just can't buy.
The audacity. Like they're sitting around like, all right, y'all, what are we going to name this city?
How about, let's see, Pleasantville?
No. Like, how does that meeting go?
West Side? Let's go White Settlement.
You conduct the meeting. You're running the
Okay. For some clarification, before the city of White Settlement bitches.
The audacity to name it that.
So here's why it's called
Don't
that.
justify that
No,
shit.
I'm going to tell you what they would say.
Okay,
so
go ahead.
in the 1880s or something,
I wasn't free yet.
Fort Worth was a town, but it was basically a giant fort. It was Fort Worth. But it was half of it was literally a fort, Army fort or some shit. It was 1880s. And so Native Americans, Indians, sorry, AD, I know it's not y'all kind of Indians, a different kind. They all lived on the outskirts.
Yeah.
And there was so the inner fort part got too crowded, so white folks settled up somewhere else outside of the city. And the Native Americans would call it that's the white settlement over there. You know, we're the Caddos. That's Fort Worth, but that's the white settlement. So technically, Native Americans were the first to call it white settlement, and so the white people were like, "That's cool. We'll just go with white settlement."
Got you. Well, Billy says now is more minorities than whites in white settlement.
That probably is true. And they've actually had a couple of, I don't know why we're talking about this, I'm sorry, but they've had a couple of rulings over the last 20 years, like every 5 years. The
like
city council will vote to change the name to West Settlement because it's on the west side of town.
Sounds better.
And every year it gets shot down. Fuck that shit. We ain't changing for nobody. Yeah. Why do we need to change?
Yeah.
It's great. We don't want to advance. Fuck evolution.
Thank you, LG. Anyway,
I'm glad you're home, sir.
I'm glad to be home, man. I got home, went straight. Like it's like life has a way of showing you, like you still ain't made it. Like soon as I get off the plane, wife picks me up.
Yep.
Let's go clean this building. Like, wait, I'm a superstar.
Welcome back to reality.
Like I'm talking about literally bags in car. We're going straight to clean our building.
It's humbling.
Yeah, like, oh, damn, I'm back. No more cameras, no more. Rudy, are you okay? Did you need a water? What do you think about this line? Let's get you over here. Let's get you with this lieutenant colonel. Like, you go from that to being, driven around Colorado Springs and, hey, take this trash bag. Let's go clean this building.
It's good to be humbled. It's good to stay in your zone. But your humbling is to the extreme.
Yeah.
Now go clean this building.
Commercial cleaning since 2016. And then we went to the movies with the kids. We went to see the Planet of the Apes.
All right, well, that's
pretty cool.
I got to go price trailer trucks. See?
And then go to missions.
My humbling reality is, like, when I get done with this, I got to go home and sit down and I got to go price trailer trucks.
Well, I have about 8
one of my
buildings.
other jobs.
We do one.
Mm-hmm. And then tonight I got missions. So I get to be a star again tonight at the missions. But during the day, I'm a trucker. So here we are. It's in the building, in the Slacker studio, just doing what we do. I get asked every day, at least once, how's it going? We're hustling. We're trying to make this thing go. We are a very good show. We have a really good audience, and it's plateaued, unfortunately. But it's a lot. But now it's just the hustle of how do we get it to the next level? How do we get it? Yeah. How do we get to the next 500 people? How do we get to the next 500 subscribers? And we're just exposure, word of mouth, needing Thunder numbers to help us out. Y'all can help us. Y'all are all marketers.
Yeah.
All of our paid members and our subscribers that watch us or listen to us on a frequent basis, y'all are part of our marketing team. I know you don't get paid. We pay you with great radio on the internet and on YouTube.
Yeah, it ain't radio.
So we need y'all to we need y'all to work for free. Y'all are all interns for In the Building.
Gosh darn it.
And we need y'all to help us. Slackers, that helps too. Our partners. And we got another crawfish boil coming up May 26th. The doors swing open at noon. They got 2,000 more pounds of crawfish.
And they go through it all.
Dude, all the fixins. Sausage from Kielbasa, San Antonio's own Kielbasa Smoked Meats. Vendor experiences, swag drops, live entertainment, a podcast. Who's doing that? I think it's probably us.
No.
Giveaways and more. Or is that us? Have we worked that out yet? On the 26th, on a Sunday?
Well,
$15 to get in. You get a wristband for all that.
I think you might be 30,000 feet above the Pacific Ocean at that moment.
Well, let's figure that out. But nonetheless,
I think
that's the next boil.
It would have been, he would have put our names on there.
Memorial Day weekend at Slackers, Nacogdoches Road, Slackodoches.
I think that was just a copy and paste from the last flyer.
Oh, well, okay. For the record, since you brought this up, I don't fly out till the next day.
Oh, okay.
Why don't we get back to the head honchos over at Slackers about that? All right. But I do plan on going whether we do a show or not. I want to show support to our supporters. And it's a lot of fun, man. And the setups that they had over at Med Center, the one they had over here at Thousand Oaks, both of them were dope, as Rudy likes to say, and the kids. This one, I sounded so white just now. It's dope, bro. This is the Slacko one. Nacogdoches Road, baby. Memorial Day Sunday at Slackers, the official studio sponsor of In the Building. All right. Are y'all keeping up with this insane Scottie Scheffler story today? All right. I'm going to have some parts left out, so help me out. So early this morning, before the sun rose at the PGA Championship at Valhalla in Louisville, Kentucky, a pedestrian got hit by a bus.
One of the workers that works there.
An employee?
Yeah.
Okay. A bus ran over an employee.
Killed him.
Right outside of the gates. Back traffic up something awful. And so I guess you got golfers trying to get in, guys that have early tee times. Now, everybody else that had a tee time got in no problem, except Dallas's own and the number one world-ranked golfer on this planet Earth, Scottie Scheffler. He gets stopped by cops because of the traffic flow, but he's probably he's like, no, I can't be late. It's the PGA Championship. I've got a tee time here in a minute. So the homeboy jumps up on the median in his car, pisses off the cops. A cop apparently grabs onto the car somehow. Scotty stops like 10 yards away. Cops livid at this point, yanks Scotty out of the car, puts his ass in handcuffs.
Go ahead.
Happens to tall white men too, Rudy, on occasion.
And I'll say, hey, welcome to the club. Hey, we've been dealing with this for about 200-300 years, Scheffler.
Okay, I'm just being an asshole. I'm just being a jerk.
I know. Go ahead.
And so they throw him in cuffs, slap him in the car. He got hauled off to the jail. He got booked and everything. We already got a mug shot this morning.
But the thing is,
so they've rearranged the schedule because of the guy that got killed. So Scotty, because of the dead guy, is going to wind up making his tee time anyway. He didn't do no 15 hours in the tank. He got out quick.
Yeah.
So how did that happen? They do arrest tall white guys. They just get out a little bit quicker.
Yeah, how you get out so quick? But check this out though.
Yeah.
His charges: 2nd-degree assault of a police officer, 3rd-degree criminal mischief, reckless driving, and disregarding traffic signals from an officer directing traffic.
Damn. Gangsta Scottie Scheffler. I don't think that assaulting of the cop will stick. The other ones, though, probably will.
Is that because he jumped on the car and he kept driving?
I guess. But apparently Scotty stopped 10 yards away. He stopped as soon as the cop jumped on the car. He went like 10 yards. But technically he carried the cop for 10 yards.
Does Scotty qualify as, first off, let's go Ellis Rideout?
What's up, Ellis? Yeah,
Can
he's
I get
a big player.
Fake Oscar shout out for my son's team, the McAllister Park Machine, Pitch champion Marlins. Very proud of the boys for their hard work this year. Next Stop City Tournament. I'm a bleeping champion.
Hey, man.
Thank you for the money, Ellis, and good
Hey,
luck. Good luck to the
hey.
McAllister Park.
If y'all have 5% of my talent, y'all are gonna win the championship because I'm Oscar De La Hoya. I'm a champion. I'm a fucking badass. I'd whoop Canelo's ass right now if we fought now.
Oh, that's what he wanted.
It might take me 6 rounds because I'm 50 years old.
He ain't beating Canelo.
4 bumps and I'm gonna kick his ass.
Shout out to the wait, nice work, Ellis, to have that for a Little League shout out. That's why I love you.
We'll take the $20 though.
All right, here's my take on Scottie Scheffler.
Does he qualify as do you know who the bleep I am?
No.
We're not when you're going to a major, you don't get he doesn't get to say you don't know who I am.
Here's the problem.
Some people get to say that.
This is a problem maybe for golf. 599 out of 600 people walking the street wouldn't know who the fuck Scottie Scheffler was if he introduced himself and had his ID in his hand.
Agreed.
That's a problem
I'm just
for
asking
the
for the
PGA.
sake of conversation.
Your number one golfer blends into the crowd like rando white guy. That's an issue. Had that been Tiger, they're going to wave Tiger through probably. Come on. If it's Ricky Fowler.
No,
because he has people know what Ricky looks like.
I think there's 3 golfers that the cops would know: Tiger, Rory, and maybe Fowler. I think that's it.
Like, would the average cop know what Brooks Koepka looked like?
No,
especially in
Justin
in civilian
Spieth,
clothes.
Justin Thomas. Again, Rory and Tiger. I'm stretching it with Fowler because Fowler kind of looks like just random frat boy
He
white
looks like
guy.
Zac Efron.
I think Rory and Tiger are the only ones that cop recognize. How many golfers would you recognize, LG?
I'd probably recognize Tiger, Phil Mickelson.
Okay, Phil's on there.
Probably VJ Singh. I don't think he plays
that's
anymore.
fair.
But
He does senior tour.
And John Daly.
Oh yeah, for sure.
yeah. Everybody knows what John Daly looks
Yeah, so
like.
there's about 4 or 5 golfers that
All right,
most
well,
people.
maybe, okay.
That's about it.
Well,
But
I
that
think
Scotty isn't one of them, Mike. Is
right.
the point? To bring
And
it full
to be
circle.
fair, he is also he's in sweat clothes.
He wasn't even.
Wasn't like he had his Titleist hat on or anything. So what does the PGA do? Do you suspend Scottie Scheffler? He's playing. He's already hit the links, I believe.
No, I would fine him and say we're going to let this be handled in the. I'm not suspending the number 1 golfer in the world. My sport already struggling.
We're going to suspend him Monday through Tuesday next week.
Yeah, exactly. And not
Tell
only
the
that,
story.
but again, if you or I get arrested
We didn't make
at 5
we
in
ain't
the
making
morning,
tea time.
we ain't getting out till 5 in the morning the next day. That is a fact.
That is a fact. God,
Nah, Billy,
what a hell of a
nobody's
morning.
recognizing Jordan Spieth. No way.
Nah, especially not in
I
regular
love Jordan.
clothes
Now, I
with
know,
no hat on.
No, I'm not recognizing Jordan Spieth. Just a random dude. I mean, I would, you would, but no.
Right.
But dude, they put him in the jumpsuit. He has a mug shot.
With the orange thing on. I know.
They put him in the jumpsuit.
Yeah.
Dude. But he hopped up on the median. That means he was really going, get the bleep out of the way. I'm Scottie Scheffler, number 1 golfer in the world. I'm trying to win my 2nd major this year.
Yeah, see, I gotta get Scottie's story. Obviously, we won't hear from him till later after the round's over. Like, did you say, "Hey, I'm Scott. I'm playing in the tournament"?
Well, and also Scott doesn't know someone just died.
Probably not. No.
So Scott's
and he
like,
also got on the median. Which, dude, what are you doing? Tell him who you are. Let him wave you through. They probably would have had he been patient. Sounds like he got impatient. Had he been, "Hey man, I'm playing in the tournament. I'm Scott Scheffler. Here's my ID." They're okay. Let me check it. All right, fine. It might take you 5 extra minutes, but eventually they wave you through.
And I think if Scotty probably knows, I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt that he didn't know, but I'm thinking if Scotty knows someone died, maybe he approaches that differently too.
Right, but
You know
this
what I mean?
does scream entitlement big time.
Damn, you're going there?
Yeah, because how you going to jump on the median, man? That tells me that you think you just jump on the median and go around the cops.
I'm the best golfer in the world.
Yeah, but you don't jump on the median with cops looking at you. What do you think? They're not going to come yank your ass out of the car? And the cops are already stressed out. They got a dead body.
Yeah.
It's the PGA Tour. Traffic's backed up to a jam back.
It's a major.
And this dude jumps up on the damn median. That's why the cop jumps on the car. Good Lord. It's here in Louisville, Kentucky. I don't give a fuck where you are.
His tee time wasn't at 10. His tee time was at 8, Jason. They moved it to 10 after the death and the arrest.
Yeah, I think that's true, too.
So not only did he get out of jail very quickly, but then he also got his tee time pushed back.
What a mess. Although it's got us interested in the PGA Tour now.
All in
or
all,
the
someone
PGA Championship.
died. It's
That's
dark out
unfortunate.
there.
Right.
It was a shuttle bus.
Well, that's sad for him. But anyway, how about that Xander Schauffele? What a great round he had yesterday. And here's the other big thing. Rule number 1, make it all about you. We didn't do a bit this week.
I know.
You know
I
why?
texted you yesterday. Because we haven't paid off the other two.
We didn't pay off the other two, so we don't need to be starting new ones. So I have a proposal because we have not paid off Masters Challenge yet.
Which
I have failed
LG
us.
won, right?
He did.
And then I won the next one.
Correct. And we didn't pay that one off either. I think we all three should punish ourselves and then move on.
No,
and
I
get
won
to
the
next bit.
NCAA bracket.
The bracket, the
NCAA,
tournament.
I won Masters.
You won
right,
Masters.
got you.
I think we all three as a show should punish ourselves publicly, public humiliation, and then start the betting season back over.
All right.
We've done a very terrible job with it. Like we go into these bits.
I think it's
we
my
don't have,
fault.
We need to
I'm
have
the
a
new
payoff.
guy.
No, it's my fault. It's our fault. We need to have a payoff before we do these damn bits.
I do need a guest bathroom cleaned, and my kitchen could use a mopping.
We did do that. Yeah,
We did say we're supposed to help them with some duties around the crib.
So we do need to do a clean off bet challenge. Once we pay that off, then we can bet. The Kentucky Derby was a few weeks ago. We didn't bet on that because we have outstanding warrants here from past bets. We got to clean his house.
Let's
you
do
and I.
it.
Let's
Not
just
house.
effing do it. Well, what do you need? Mopping bathrooms? Fuck.
The guest bathroom needs a cleaning.
Oh, God Almighty.
We're the only ones that use it. That's
Gross.
why. I don't blame them. LG
Well,
doesn't go in there.
That's true. See,
We could limit it to just the bathtub if you want to get specific.
Well, no, it's less gross than it's you and me that use it. It ain't like he's not like he's running whores in and out of here.
Well, you used to
you?
shower in there.
That is the
Yeah.
shower. That's the infamous
Well,
shower where I refuse to masturbate.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the kitchen needs to be mopped.
That's fine. I can do that. And it's probably still kind of sticky from when I spilled a gallon of coffee
Yeah,
a couple of months
when
ago.
your coffee erupted all over the place. Yes.
And your brother laughed at me because I didn't know how to use the mop.
I laughed at you too. You thought the Swiffer, he was pressing the button on the Swiffer, and he was like, "Does that heat it up?"
Heat.
I was like, "What? You've never
Have you
used
always
a
had a
Swiffer?"
maid or what? You don't know how to use a Swifter?
No, I've never used it.
He was
You
using
use a real
it
mop.
He was using it dry, and my brother's like, "Here, let me show you. You got to press the button like
I
this."
didn't
And he
know that.
was like, "Whoa, that's crazy. Is it heating it up or something?"
Get the fuck out of here.
Hey, man, I don't mop much. Sorry.
I feel you.
I do laundry.
I do laundry.
I vacuum. I help. Nina. I help
Laundry
Nina by
sucks.
getting out of the way while I help Nina by raising my feet when she comes through with it.
Nina does your nasty underwear. She'd be washing that for
We
you.
share the laundry. And funny you ask, because today one of my tasks today before the ball game is I got to do laundry. About to have to start wearing. I'm down to one pair of chonies, so I need to get my ass over there and do it. I can do laundry. I wash a lot of dishes. I'm a dishwashing son bitch.
I do have dishes too.
Yeah, well, okay. I'll wash this one.
Hey. No.
All right.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's get the punches, shall we? By the way, we're going to do a members only today for you boys that are not members that watch us every day. We got another hour ish today.
Ish.
This one here, if you're watching
45.
live, we'll go to around 10:15. We'll take a quick little break.
10:30.
We'll start at 10:30, right?
Yeah.
Members starts at 10:30.
Yes.
So this free show,
Oh, yeah,
we'll take a break at 10:15, reconnoiter, and then 10:30 we will have members only today. So if you're not a member, this is a good time to become a member. Join. It's only $6 a month on our YouTube page. Go to YouTube and search In the Building
You can
or
Google
Love You
too.
Hard TV. I guess you can Google us, but it's one more step. Who we punching? It is People I Want to Punch time, presented by the law office of Orlando Kell, the official family lawyer. Orlando's in here with a punch today. The official family lawyer has been so busy helping Thunderdomers, he has let his health go. Orlando's in here. I'd like to punch myself today, man.
What happened?
I'm on week 3 of personal training, and I can't believe I've let myself get this old and fat.
Fat!
On to my best version. I weigh 182, and he's
that's
about
awesome.
my height. So that's
not big.
that ain't small, Orlando. Getting a lot stronger with my core and strength, but my big vice is binge stress eating at night. Need to get rid of the bobblehead look I've got going. Yeah, that's my problem, too. I always say I'm going to cut off my eating at 7 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
And inevitably, my dumb ass is in there. Well, I'll get a few almonds, and that turns into popcorn. Oh, we're going to stay up till midnight? Well, okay, that justifies the bowl of cereal at 11:30. That's my biggest vice, late night snacking.
Well, that comes from late night smoking.
I know, but I don't. But I'm a grown ass man. I have got to punch me I'm going to punch myself today. I'm going to double down on Orlando's punch. Punch myself. There's no reason why I can't smoke but not eat. I should be able to smoke and go to bed without eating. That's bullshit. That's on me, and I gotta fix that. That's crap. So punch me for. I plateau, man. Like I'll get down to I'm trying to get to 165. I'm now at 174.
Those are the toughest.
3 weeks ago, I was 169. I'm like, fuck yeah, all right, cool, I can do this. And then of course 3 weeks later, right back up to 175. It's an ass whip. Punch me. It's because I'm not going to quit drinking. I'm not going to quit smoking. I work out. I sleep. I take naps even. But it's the one thing is late night snacking. It's awful.
I got plenty of vices.
Who you punching?
I'm going to punch NFL kicker, 3-time Super Bowl champion Harrison Butker.
Yeah.
For his bride's, was it Handmaid's Tale bride's take at the Catholic school commencement speech.
Every woman will tell you that her real dream is to be a housewife. It's fine if she works, but we all know that women are. My wife, like how he speaks for his wife, she'll be the first to tell you. Let me be the first to tell you what she'd be the first to tell you.
Dude,
she knows her place is in the home. God,
and there's a diabolical lie that
says, that with Anna today. Yeah, baby, I know your dream job is to waste his baby.
It's a diabolical lie that you need to have a successful career. Like what? Like considering it's a perfect segue for our live read of Orlando Kale. 50% of marriages end in divorce.
Indeed, they do.
So women out there, according to Mr. Butker, you should just have babies and not worry about your career, even though there's a 50% chance that you end up divorced and end up with absolutely no career, no nothing going for yourself.
Right.
Just sit there and have babies.
Just let the man take care of you. You're
let the man take care of you. Then he leaves you for somebody more ambitious. And then he takes us to church. And this is what pissed me off. Like, again, if you got these old school takes and that's the way you believe, okay, cool. But when you take me to church and you start talking about the dreadful sins of the LGBTQ,
dude,
this is my thing. This is my thing with the Catholic Church. And I'm going to say it. I don't give a shit.
They're dumb?
No, they're not dumb. It's just like, don't talk to me. Harrison, if we want to talk to me, Mr. Butker, about the problems of the world, okay. I'm cool with that, Mike. But we're not going to not start that conversation with the priest of the Catholic Church. Don't talk to me about COVID and gay people.
Not that there's anything wrong with
and
that.
Abortion, and not start the conversation with, hey, y'all, I know our priests like to play with little boys' booties. Historically. Facts. Black and white. We can get to COVID. We can get to abortion. We can get to LGBTQ. But let's start with your priest, Mr. Catholic. If we're going to have the conversation about the world. Don't tell me about the world and it doesn't start with the pews of the Catholic Church. Don't do that. Don't do that. You're full of shit. Don't talk to me. Don't give me church shit, especially from that religion. And that's not where the conversation starts. Is COVID more of a problem than Catholic priests being pedophiles?
So, just because, to play devil's advocate, the Catholic Church, that school, Benedictine College, should say, look, just because he's got some 1940s thoughts on marriage, that don't mean the Catholics think that way. That's what they should say. Although he's had hot sports opinions like this before, just not on such a big stage.
Fine. And I'm not talking about all of them. I'm not talking about all of them. I'm just saying historically, we're talking about all the way back to the 80s.
Yeah, but the Catholic Church is probably the last group that ought to be slinging mud. Y'all just be Catholic in your little Catholic church. Don't bring all the whole world into your bullshit. Y'all be Catholics. That's their right. It's a private school. Probably ain't paying no damn taxes.
No, do that.
But that's fine. That's your school. You invited this dude who's a staunch old school Catholic into your staunch old school. But don't throw the world under that Don't throw the world under that. Why would he even have these kids are here to be motivated on how to succeed in life. Half the women in there are about to get a college degree. That's the commencement speech. Well, why did I just get this degree if I'm just going to go home and let baby suck my titties for the next 30 years and cook for your ass?
Don't give me that. Don't give me that.
Now.
Don't give me
What
that,
a
Harrison.
dumbass.
Don't give me that, Harrison. Don't give me that, dog.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me about the dreadful sins of being gay. So what's the dreadful sin of a priest messing with little boys? Since being gay is a dreadful sin.
Well, they're working on that, Rudy.
I'm just talking to Harrison. Like, how are we talking about the awful sins of someone being gay, but we're not starting with the priest in your church?
I'm just saying.
That's all. Like, we can have the conversation, but let's have the conversation then.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Right.
So punch Harrison Butker.
Punch Harrison.
The Chiefs haven't even said anything. NFL's like, yo, we don't want no part of that. NFL has distanced from him.
All they said was we don't.
He's too good of a kicker. He'll probably still be on the team. He's really, really good at what he does.
Okay, this is see. I don't want.
I'm not saying he should
I don't want him to get
that's
cut.
Right. I didn't say he should
I'm not
be
going to
cut.
be one of these woke ass liberal hypocrites that don't. We want to cancel everybody. I believe in freedom of speech. Now, I believe that what you say can be challenged, especially when you're throwing the world under the bus. You're talking to your own folks right now. Why do you got to preach? Who are you preaching to?
Right.
He wanted that to go viral. That he didn't give two shits about those kids he was talking to. Talk to these kids, give them some advice. As a Catholic American college grad, great. But don't throw the world under your shit, you know. But that being said, I don't want him fired. Just make field goals and shut. He's a kicker, God's sake. So, but here's what it now gets blown out of proportion because now all of a sudden Whoopi Goldberg comes out and has a thought on The View, or we're doing talk shows on it. You know, obviously I don't agree with anything he said, but that does not mean I want him terminated or fined. That's not the country I want to be. I want to live in.
And this just in, if someone's gay, you're not going to hell with them. Since that's where all the gay people are going, what does it matter to you? You ain't got to go with them.
Well, because they're all groomers, Rudy. They're gonna groom your kid.
It's annoying, man. It's annoying, dude. It's annoying. Like I say, you got problems. Don't throw rocks in a glass house, Mister. What's your name? Harrison Butker.
Very un-Jesus-like speech. All right, LG, you punching anybody today?
Yeah, but before we do that, we got a couple of buy me a coffee shout.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Oh, what's up? Who we got?
Mr. Luis Flores bought us 3 coffees. He says, thanks for all the laughs and making my days better.
Thank you.
And Garrett fucking Rokas. Garrett fucking Rokas bought 3 coffees. He says, I got pulled and yanked out of my car at the border one time. It does, in fact, happen to tall white boys.
I'm just kidding. Everybody gets me. Don't freak out, white guys. We're fine.
Anyway,
We
thanks
can
for the
joke
coffees.
amongst ourselves.
Appreciate it very much.
I just want to say, hey, Scotty, so how was it, man?
I was scared to death.
Like, hey, Scotty, how was it, man? Like, hey, man.
He probably didn't even get in the holding cell. Gave him a cup of coffee.
No, big boy lawyers, he got him right up out of there, dude.
I'll guarantee.
That's like, I think the only person that was in jail a shorter amount of time than him was Trump. You know, Trump like kind of walked through, mugshot, walked out.
Yeah.
You know, that's about what Scotty's was. I bet he still had on his shorts. I bet he wasn't even a full jumpsuit. It was just the top.
Hey, Scotty, put this on for the picture. Okay, cool. Now you can take it off.
So in the PGA,
Want some coffee?
PGA eyes,
Got some cookies.
Is this good or bad?
PGA?
Like
good.
like in the quiet room.
Good.
Really?
He didn't hurt nobody. Now we all. Now I'm interested, and I want to see how he shoots today,
Right.
And what he says when the round's over. Although his lawyer will probably say, "We'll talk about it later." Just here to talk about golf. If you have any golf questions, I'll be happy to take those. Probably going to get that today.
Next question.
Or his lawyer may
might
say, "You know what?
apologize.
Just get it all out now."
He might apologize.
I screwed up.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot. I thought I was going to miss my tee time. It was a misunderstanding. I didn't lie. I didn't see the median, whatever. So we can all move on here.
Damn, 2nd degree assault of a police officer. I don't know. Is that a felony? Is that
You'll
a misdemeanor?
Get that dropped.
That sounds like a felony to me.
Sounds pretty harsh. So who are you punching today? Anybody?
I want to punch the Northeast ISD.
The
Uh-oh.
entire thing.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to specifically the elementary school by my house.
Dude, they're having a full-blown concert when I pulled up.
And it started at 6:30 a.m. That's what I woke up to this morning. It was just I thought somebody was pulled in my driveway with a freaking, 18-inch sub in their trunk. It's the fucking elementary school having a blast for, I guess it's the last day of school today.
Yes. LG, I pulled up, I get out. I'm like, what neighbor is having a full-blown EDM concert?
That's ridiculous. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? They start the DJ at freaking 6:30 a.m.? Like, can you not do this in the afternoon or like during recess time? Come on. People trying to sleep over here.
Yeah, dude, that was bad. It was, and again, it's loud, dude. Like, I can hear it clear, the song and everything from LG's driveway, word for word. They're partying.
Okay. Well, all right, can I get another quick punch in then?
Yeah,
I'm
go ahead.
going to punch the principal of my 12-year-old twins' elementary school.
Oh, shit.
So they're having, of course, we never had, we had a 5th grade graduation when I was 10 and graduated 5th grade. This school goes to 6th. So it's 6th grade graduation, right?
Okay.
It's during the day. Parents go. They do a little pomp and circumstance thing as you advance to junior high. That's the reason I'm going the week that I'm going, because they're going to have so they got in back-to-back days. They've got the little graduation ceremony. The next day they have a gala, like they get dressed up and they have a DJ and a little dance or whatever, like a little prom. Parents don't go to that. They charged $35 a kid.
You're lying.
I spent $70 to send my kids to their little gala they're doing in the school in the cafeteria.
No.
What about kids that can't afford that kind of money?
Well, it ain't even that. It's like, if y'all are choosing to have this, take it from the Halloween party money.
Do our taxes not pay for that kind of stuff? If y'all can't afford to do that, then don't have
do
it. Yeah. $70 because I've got 2 kids. Oh, is there a 2-kid discount? Hell no. $35 a kid. So if I had 4 kids, I'd be spending 35 times 4.
If you got 4 6th graders, Mike, then that means you had quadruplets.
Right. I've got twins. So it's going to be $70 for them to go to this gala that I can't even go to.
You were pissed off sending that Zelle, weren't you? Like, what the hell?
Didn't love it.
And you have no choice.
No, they want to go.
Yeah, you got no choice.
Right.
Like, hey, Dad, you got $70?
Sure. And then I get thrown under the bus. Well, your father wouldn't even pay for you to go to your gala. See? So what some battles don't.
I'm not.
Some battles
between
ain't,
you and I'm gonna stay over here.
Some battles ain't worth fighting. Orlando Kell will fight those battles for you if indeed it gets to that point. My guy Orlando.
So if you decide to walk into the house and tell your wife, honey, quit school, give up your dreams, spread your legs, and have my kids.
Yep.
And she,
What up, biatch?
You'll probably be hollering at Orlando Kell.
Probably so.
Don't listen to Harrison Butker.
Yep.
He kicks field goals for a living.
Right.
Fuck him.
Yeah, why does he? What's qualified him to go do a This whole celebrity
really
commencement
He's
thing.
really good. He's a really good kicker.
That's great, but what is he going to have to? What is he going to tell my engineering department that's getting their degrees?
Yeah.
This whole with this, I always think it's just for attention. Getting celebrities to come in and do your commencement address, like Jerry Seinfeld did the commencement at Duke last week. Now a bunch of kids walked out over the Palestine stuff. But it's like, it's Jerry Seinfeld. What's he going to do that motivates me at all? Trinity, I was at Trinity's commencement speech. They had an actual alumnus. They had a Trinity grad, one of the world-renowned infectious disease doctors.
Damn.
Doctor, he's in Houston now. He's from Houston. God, I forget his name. It didn't matter, but his speech was awesome. Even though, see, I forget his name because he's not a celebrity. But I remember that he's one of the most world-renowned infectious disease doctors. In the 80s and early 90s, he was at the forefront of AIDS research, trying to, because he went through that epidemic as a doctor. And he gave the commencement. And it was a very practical, professional, funny, memorable speech. Don't remember his name, but it resonated. I went to this school. I've had massive success. Guy's a millionaire. He's one of the world's greatest infectious disease doctors. And it was a great speech. Oh, real Harrison Butker out there? Just get a priest to do it. What's he going to, I mean, it's Catholic school. What's he going to tell these kids? If you work really hard, you can kick field goals in the Super Bowl like me too? That's a stupid pick in and of itself to have Harrison Butler. It's stupid to have Patrick Mahomes. They're just doing that to say we had a chief do our speech. You don't give a shit about the kids.
No.
That makes the school look bad. Having a stupid kicker do it anyway.
It's all good. But yeah.
775-4995. 775-4995, or you can email Orlando directly if you need him. OrlandoKelLaw@gmail.com. OrlandoKelLaw@gmail.com.
What's going on up in Houston? I know my family group chat. I got family in Houston. We got a huge group chat for our family. We have a few people in Houston, and like yesterday, my family started texting, "Hey, is everybody in Houston? The Houston family okay? The hell's going on in Houston?"
When I woke up this morning, there's at least 4 dead.
Is this tornadoes? Floods? What do we got?
Floods. And it's caused buildings to collapse. Let's roll through this here. Let's see. I just Googled Houston floods, and I got CNN report here. So don't shoot the messenger. CNN wrote it. A destructive complex of storms with hurricane-force winds tore through Houston. Now I pulled this. This is as of this morning, about 3 hours ago.
Okay.
Leaving at least 4 dead, hundreds of thousands without power. As many as 1 million Americans along the Gulf right now, all in the Houston area without power. 1 million people.
1 million?
1 million.
No power. Good Lord.
Violent winds smashed skyscraper windows, left a trail of damage to other buildings downtown, blocked roadways with fallen trees and debris. In Houston proper, there's 650,000 homes and businesses without power as we speak. Hundreds of thousands of people could be left without reliable cooling options for days, as you know, that humidity in Houston, and the temperatures soar into the 90s over the weekend.
Yeah, my cousin just said they're saying the power may be out for a couple more days. She's like central Houston.
Good grief.
Yeah.
Traffic lights across the city are out. Debris from damaged buildings, toppled trees have covered roadways. 2 people were killed by falling trees. 1 person got killed by a falling crane.
Yeah,
a construction crane fell over and crushed somebody. God,
Jesus,
dang. And I don't want to be insensitive. I'm not trying to be, but that's life in Houston. Where they are, when they get flooded, it gets bad. They get effing
We've seen it.
Flooded. AJ Flores bought 3 coffees.
Thank you, AJ.
Thank you, man. By the way, it's been a goofy offseason for the Chiefs.
What else
with
happened?
This idiot from Fort Worth, Rasheed Rice, and his dumbass hit and run. Now he's in a bar fight. You see what happened to Longhorns great Xavier Worthy?
Yeah.
Car got stolen.
Car got stolen from his apartment complex.
Yeah. Maybe the Chiefs aren't going to win the Super Bowl this year.
See, this is the thing, man. You try to do the right thing with your money, right? You're like, okay, I'm on my rookie deal.
Yeah.
I'm not going to buy some big house yet. I just hit an apartment and, until the second deal, and whoop.
Yeah.
Car gets stolen.
Matter of fact, that gated community sounded pretty good right about now. Golly, man. Yeah, Xavier Worthy, the Longhorn, rookie
Car
year.
stolen.
He's up there for minicamp. Car got ripped off.
Just hope he has Gap. As long as you got Gap insurance, you'll be all right. You'll be all right.
Has he? I guess he's signed his contract, so he's getting paid.
Yeah, he got Gap insurance.
God almighty. Gap. I had a car get masked. I had a car parked to the side of my house, and a dude had an epileptic seizure while he was driving by and passed out, and his foot hit the accelerator. Thank God he hit my car, because he could have hit my neighbor's house. Smashed into my car.
Totaled, right?
Totaled my car. I had Gap insurance. Worked out great. I didn't. Them payments were expensive anyway, so I was able to get a car for cheaper. So I appreciate that epileptic seizure. Nobody got killed. He was fine too.
He was fine too.
All right. Y'all want to jump into a little Entitlement news today
Why
before
not?
we get out of here? Presented by Empire, Courier, and Civil Process.
Now, live from In the Building, a guy's favorite segment, Entitlement. My God, there's 2 of them now. Here they are, Rudy Jay and Mike Taylor.
All right. Thank you, Big Balls Pat. It is official. And I know how a lot of us feel about sequels and trying to capture old greatness with movies.
Hollywood is always messing with shit.
Always messing with stuff. Netflix has confirmed Happy Gilmore 2 is in the works.
With Adam?
With Adam.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I'm down then.
Gold jacket, green jacket, who gives a shit?
And they're probably going to, and I'm sure they're going to give his company full
control.
Here, just do it. Let us know when your show's done, and we'll post it. Yeah.
Netflix writing them
It's
checks.
official.
Netflix should be doing something. Hell, the bill's gone up to like 20 something a month, and they cut down on your sharing, even though that was their thing when they first started. Like, share your password. You get a password. You get a password. $7 a month. Now it's at like 20.
Yeah. Adam Sandler's not going to do this unless it's going to be good. Won't have the great Chubbs in it, though, or even the ghost of Chubbs.
Shooter's back, though.
Really?
Shooter probably needs the money. That actor. Does he do anything other than do commercials?
Has
he been in anything else that y'all have seen that guy in like 25 years?
I haven't seen him in it. If so, I just didn't care. His best character, for
You're
sure.
in big trouble, though, pal. I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast.
I'm going to watch it for sure. I love Happy Gilmore. And Adam Sandler's
Well, I
doing
think
it.
we all do, but...
I know, but see, Adam
so you
Sandler's
trust,
aware.
you trust Adam to
I
not...
do.
Okay,
Yeah.
got you.
Yeah. By the way, part-time Spurs fan Adam Sandler.
Remember,
he had the Spurs shorts on in London
my bad,
about a month ago. Paparazzi he was he was like walking down London somewhere. He had been in San Antonio like a month before because he had a stand-up. He was in London chilling, doing something, and he's walking down the street with it was the new logo, the new one, like the city logo.
Yeah.
With the Spurs shorts on.
Well, they better do. There's going to be a montage in there for Carl Weathers. Pour something on the block.
I'm sure they'll reference Carl.
Well, he died in the first one, didn't he?
He died, but they brought his ghost back at the end. It was waving with his wooden hand.
Yeah. You got to do something for Carl Weathers, man.
Have to. All right. Y'all ever heard of Rimas Sports?
No.
RIMAS, Rimas Sports.
Never.
It is a player agency
Okay.
that was co-founded by the recording artist Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny was basically trying to do like Jay-Z and he was getting into the agent business for baseball players.
Like Rock Nation Sports, all that shit. Gotcha.
And specifically Latino baseball players.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're pissed off and have filed a complaint against the Players Union. The company's name is Rimas Sports. They say that the union, not the league, the union has, quote, placed a death penalty on our agency through a discriminatory, biased, and predetermined investigation into our business practices. So Bad Bunny's got two companies. There's Rimas Sports and there's Rimas Entertainment.
Okay.
So what was going on, according to the union, Rimas Sports was like talking guys into, hey, y'all join us, you know. Francisco Lindor, they were trying to get the Mets shortstop. They were trying to get him, and he was in, I think. But Rimas Entertainment, they were promised, okay, if you join Rimas Sports, then Rimas Entertainment will market the hell out of you.
Gotcha.
And apparently that was some sort of no-fly zone for the union, I guess. And it was one particular agent that worked for Bad Bunny who was, I guess, rogue and violating rules and shit.
Yeah.
And so the union basically has blackballed Rimas Sports. Y'all can't agent anybody. And so Bad Bunny's like, that's bullshit. Just because I had one bad guy and we got rid of him, you're going to blackball the whole agency? They're saying y'all aren't taking us serious because I'm Bad Bunny. That's what's going on.
Got you.
I mean, Bad Bunny's a billionaire, man, and he's got probably lots of people working for him. You know, this same shit happened to Jay-Z when he first started in the agency business. Oh, okay. That's funny. The little rapper guy wants to join the elite agencies.
See, hell, even with LeBron's crew. Same
stuff.
Same thing.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
that's real cute, LeBron.
Yeah, your homies from the crib.
Maverick Carter. Okay.
Yeah, and Rich Paul. Now they got the biggest agency in all of the NBA.
The union better figure out a way to work with Bad Bunny. Don't you want Bad Bunny to promote baseball? You do.
Bad Bunny's net worth is $50 million.
What'd I say?
Billionaire.
All right, let's go with his assets. Probably add up to $1 billion.
Yeah, I don't know what his is.
He's only net worth 50.
As of 2024,
I call
50
BS
million.
on that.
Yeah.
He's the Taylor Swift of men right now.
Sure. And he had a moment where he didn't forget. I guess he just had this moment recently. I guess it was like last week where he was like, man, I just want to be human. I just want to be normal. And he tries to go and hang out like on the popular strip in Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
Disaster. It was a disaster.
Can he not walk down?
No.
If Bad Bunny walks down the streets of White Settlement, Texas, how long before he's mobbed?
He might be all right.
The kids know it, though.
Yeah, the
kids would
know.
see him.
He got mobbed in Nashville. He was like, I just want to be normal today. Those days are over, Bad
Good luck
Bunny.
with that,
yeah.
man. Yeah. I have a hot sports opinion.
On.
Bad Bunny. He's fine.
What do you mean he's fine?
His music's fine. I think J Balvin's shit tons more talented.
I like Bad Bunny's music.
It's good house club music.
No, when I say I like it,
It all sounds
when
about
I say
the
I
same.
like,
I'm gonna piss
yeah,
off
when
people.
I say I like it, it means I can tolerate it. I'm not driving around. I don't have any Bad Bunny in my Tidal app.
He's another
But
dude. He's a
I
really
like
good
him.
DJ.
I like him.
He's really good at making good beats.
He's a rock
but his
star.
vocals are meh.
He's a rock star.
And it's very lazy.
That's not it. He's a talented kid. He's a but you like J Balvin. What's the difference?
I love J Balvin.
What's the difference?
Talent, not even close. J Balvin, though, he doesn't seek to be as... Bad Bunny shouldn't be bitching about being so famous. You sought out to be that famous.
Oh, he wasn't bitching about
J
it.
Balvin
He just went
chills
out in
a
the
bit.
streets and got mobbed.
I ain't hating on Bad Bunny. I'm just saying he's all right. It's fine. And it's not anti-Latino music or salsa, merengue, bachata, Puerto Rican vibes, Afro Caribbean. I love all that. I love island music. I love it. I love Puerto Rican old school beats. On what, like the reggaeton and whatever it's turned into.
I don't know what it is. I'm not sure
my brain does not vibe to it. So whatever. That sounded Indian. Okay, Rocky. I don't know how to do I don't know how to do it. I don't know. I don't speak Spanish. It's just it's like it's a lot of young rappers now. It's very thick tongued. It's very lazy.
No, it's you look. There's a beats per minute that go over well at radio stations.
Right. Bad Bunny knows how to make algorithm-friendly tunes.
They stick to it.
George Renteria is in here with $5. So we get it's always on Friday when we get more money. Y'all notice that?
Payday, baby.
I know. Can I get a late super duper Canelo right hook punch for Mike saying the boys were going to go 7-10? Now he says 6-11.
Hey, I'll take the $5 because of one game.
Well, I said 7-10, then I saw the actual schedule and thought, oh my God, that's a disaster. 6-11. You can punch me, but I'm right. They're not going 500.
I had them at 10-7.
You did. Yeah. They ain't going 5.
They're still in the
they ain't
NFC
winning
East.
10. The Commanders are probably not going. They're not ready yet.
It just depends. Is Daniels going to be the C.J. Stroud this year?
No. Well, I don't know. I mean, he's playing a shitty Cowboy team twice. The Giants are meh.
I think Philly may be better.
Maybe the Commanders will win 9 or 10 games.
I think
Philly may run away with it.
Philly beats Dallas in Philly, and then Dallas beats Philly in Dallas. But they got the Texans this year, so Micah and CJ and their little marriage and CJ versus Dak. That's going to be a hype. That's going to be a hyped up week. For sure. All over Get Up, all over First Take.
All right, who needs to find somebody? Y'all need somebody found? And I'm speaking to a lot of attorneys right now, too, because it's a lot of lawyers in order, my guy Richard. Do you need somebody located and served? A lot of times, attorneys will have a client say, look, I'm trying to divorce my estranged husband. I can't find the son of a bitch. And so attorneys will turn to Empire Courier and Civil Process to help find people. They are really good at finding folks. Terry finds them. Richard serves them. It's a husband-wife duo. Very cool scene.
You find them, I serve them.
So if you need to serve somebody with, they do repossession notices,
right?
Divorce notices, eviction notices,
lawsuits.
Hey man, you've been sued.
Mobile notary.
They do that too. If you need something notarized, Richard will come over to your crib, meet you wherever. It's a you can go out to his car. He can roll the window down and if you need that, he can help you out. Empire Courier, Civil Process. And they're not just licensed in San Antonio, they're licensed in Texas and beyond. They can find anybody in the United States. Seriously.
Alaska?
Yeah, absolutely. Be a funny bit, Richard, come out to Hawaii with me one time. We go finding folks like Dog the Bounty Hunter. Empire Courier Civil Process, 889-1643. Or you can email Richard directly. His name is Richard Ramos, so it's RR.
Yeah.
rrempire@mac.com. rrempire@mac.com.
Ken Stokes says, wish the boys in Texas played every year. Ken, I don't know why the NFL hasn't figured that out. We used to get Brady and Manning every year. They figured it out. Everyone's like, well, the schedule rotates and you got to rotate the division. Yeah, bullshit. They figured it out for Brady and Manning. I think they played each other every year for like 10 years straight.
And see, is that fair to Peyton Manning, though? Why do I got to play this asshole every year? Why me? You ain't making Tony Romo play his ass every year, but I got to play him every year.
True.
If I'm a Colts fan, I bitched about that. I would have had it, but I'm.
You can't be ducking the smoke, Mike.
Yeah, but they do have an algorithm to make their schedule, except
do.
for
No, they
big
do.
matchups.
Right.
They quit doing that, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, I mean, you're manipulating the algorithm. They don't have an algorithm. Just create all the games. Y'all just come up with the best marketable games possible. Problem is half the teams aren't worth watching.
True.
I mean,
and most of the time the Texans aren't good or the Cowboys aren't good, so it's not like
they
maybe
just happen to be now. That's going to be a big game, unless the Cowboys are 2-11 and Mike McCarthy's been shit canned by then, which is very possible.
what fired in season.
Yeah, I'm not sure Mike McCarthy makes it to the Houston game. I'm that down on Dallas this season.
It's later in the season, so maybe you're on to something.
Yeah, I'm that down.
But,
that down.
Let me finish massaging the great city of Denver. So I hadn't talked to y'all since I got back. When we left, I was heading to the airport. Mm-hmm. Best TSA agents in the country. I don't know if it's because they're all high.
They're not high.
Hey, how are you? Why are you leaving so soon?
They do get a lot of free weed.
Oh, yeah, I know, right? For people trying to leave the city with it.
Yeah, where does that
Dude,
go?
they were cool. Like, hey, man, don't worry about it. Just put your backpack right there. Don't worry about don't worry about it, man. Go ahead. I'm like, where am I? When did TSA agents become nice? And their system it was pretty packed. And it was like, great airport, great people, more love for the great city of Denver.
It's a good place, man.
Never had TSA agents treat me that way.
It's a good place.
Normally, like, I said, take out your electronics and your sweater and your belt. I don't want to have to tell you again. Like, what the fuck, dude? Calm down.
Mark that moment in the show for future drops.
I was like, damn, y'all are nice. But I do think they got a lot of free weed. I had a couple buddies. Hey, man, could you? No, I'm not bringing you shit. I don't care what the law says. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
So you spent 9 days in Denver, Colorado, where there's free weed and gambling everywhere. And look at you, you made it back safely. Your mind wasn't corrupted. You didn't get arrested. You somehow survived the horrible. Like Harrison Butker, he ain't got no time for Denver, Colorado. Sin City. Somehow he lived.
Dude, you can tell they're putting the weed money to good use. You can see it. They even got like homeless hotels. Like my last Uber driver was like, your hotel it's a nice hotel you're staying in, but just know the hotel right here across the street from you is a part of our homeless community sheltering program. Yeah. I'm like, damn. Y'all even take care of the homeless out here in Denver? A nice MLK, TSA agents, nice? I might be doing in the building from Denver about a year or two.
We should go up for a Colorado game. How cool would that be? We do a show from a dispensary.
Or agree on a Red Rock concert.
That's fine. We can do that as a show field trip. I try to write things down now to try to will these things into. By the way, all the stuff I write down, I have the list. I have a master list. Yeah. Dispensary show. Buffs game.
I would not take part in the Devil's Lettuce.
I would. I'll smoke yours for you. Dion we might get credentialed for the Buffalo game.
I went
for
to
the
Boulder.
Colorado game.
I went to
Boulder.
Boulder.
Did you get to Boulder?
Boulder's young and white.
It is young. It's college town.
I felt like me and my wife were like, yeah. It wasn't a bad thing. It just wasn't like, we look like chaperones.
Again, though.
I was like, yo, let's go to a different city.
So
we look like chaperones.
We
here.
had a similar experience in Boulder. So I took Nina mountain hiking in Boulder, Colorado.
Yeah.
And she's not as dark as you, but
She's dark.
she's dark.
Darkness, everybody. Darkness.
Nina's dark. Oh, yeah, she is.
You know what,
sorry,
Mike?
I got
Jesus
distracted.
Christ.
My bad.
I got no. Can't
So she made this funny. She's like, okay, I've spent 2 days here.
Okay.
We've gone to a dispensary. We had 3 or 4 nice restaurants. We walked all through the town. It's beautiful. I love it. We've gone mountain hiking. I'm the only brown person I've seen in 3 days. I'm like, I know. I'm sorry. No bullshit. So we came down from the mountain. Remember I told you I got altitude sickness?
Yeah.
So we're coming down the mountain, and we're walking through the neighborhood to catch an Uber.
Yeah.
And I'm not shitting you. It was 10 minutes after she made a funny reference. I think I'm the only brown person in town. I'm like, I'm sorry. And I was making jokes. I'm like, yeah, but they'll be happy to see you. They're not racist.
No.
They want diversity. They just don't know how to get it.
Right. No,
I guarantee you, baby, we walk in a restaurant. Oh, come on in.
Yeah.
VIP table.
Yeah.
Red carpet. How about you need something free?
Super inclusive city.
Yeah. They want brown people there. They just don't know how to get you to come.
Right.
And so 10 minutes after we're having this, and we're joking about it, we're walking, and there's some guys painting a house. About 10 of them. I heard the music do.
Yeah.
We finally found Mexicanos. And what were they doing? They were painting the house. The only Mexicans we saw were working on the house. And I'm like, baby, they don't live in so Nina's laughing. I'm like, baby, they don't live here. They live in Denver. They probably just like
Where were all of this was going on?
in Boulder.
Oh,
yeah, in
Boulder's
the heart
young.
of Boulder.
Yeah, Boulder's young and white.
It's white. Yeah.
White. But
Yeah,
these
I
kids
know.
are like, they're like a bunch of kids spent at these expensive ass bars and restaurants. I'm like, damn.
Don't think they don't hold that against Dion in recruiting too. The conference. And now Colorado's coming to the Big 12.
Right.
If I'm Steve Sarkisian, you go play for Dion, you're going to stand out, and not like you want to. That even though it's kind of shitty, you have to know that, hey, Boulder's 99% white. That plays in recruiting. That makes it harder for Dion to recruit.
Right.
Just saying. But I think it would be great for us to go up and do a show there once.
We're in Boulder?
Yeah.
Shit. Anywhere.
Maybe go to a game.
Anywhere.
Rudy's in love with. Look at you. You ready to move?
Nah, I ain't ready to move,
You
but
sure?
I did. I loved it.
Okay, I'm glad you did. What else today? Speaking of your Nuggets,
Fuck was that?
they quit. They realized, you know what I
Dude.
think happened last night? Malone's like, okay, Minnesota's going balls out. They're facing elimination. They're at home. They got momentum. Fuck it. Let's just quit. I think Denver quit on purpose last night. Let's just get back to home.
Anything
get back to
can
our
happen
place
in
for
the 7.
I know.
I bet. Yeah, man. I had Denver locked in for the finals. I don't like that.
Jokic didn't care again.
Yeah,
okay, now elimination game 7. Okay, I play hard.
Game 7, anything can happen. I still taking Denver, but it was funny because at the end of game 5, Anthony Edwards told them when he was walking off the court, he was like, yeah, I told him. I said, I'll see you motherfuckers in game 7.
I like the balls on that. I
like
like
the
the
kid.
edge. I can't wait for game 7.
You see everybody's saying he looks, when he put a side by side of him and MJ, they're saying he's MJ's long lost child.
Oh no, we're not allowed to compare anyone to Michael Jordan.
No, we're
Rudy.
not.
He's a deity.
No, we're talking about actual looks.
LeBron James is horrible. Oh, you mean like for real, for real? I thought you meant like his game.
like his
Oh,
pops.
you mean, well, Mike had one in every city. That was the legend on Mike, that he had a girl in every city, and he didn't even, and like in his phone, it didn't say, Cindy. It was
Said Minnesota.
Said Minnesota, Dallas, Chicago. What's up, Chicago? I guess not Chicago.
Didn't that
but
every NBA player?
I guess he had a lot in Chicago.
And every NBA player have one in every city?
Probably.
There's road lizards literally in the lobby.
Hey, is this Seattle? Okay, cool. We're in town Tuesday. Cool. See you after the game. Seattle.
Shout out to Seattle. Still never been.
Because women know in this world that their place
Where's your place?
is in the home and making babies and servicing Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
And so if he calls you Seattle, deal with it, women, because we know that your dream job is to serve the man. Just saying.
And let me tell you something.
I was taught that this week by Harrison Butker.
And there's nothing worse than a woman with no hobbies or no gig. That like you want them to have something to do. You know what I mean? Like you want your woman to have something.
And I don't want some submissive girl.
I don't like. Do you want? Trust me, you want your woman to have something that she has an interest in, so she'll leave you alone.
Well, I want a partner, not a slave. I want my partner to have her own independent life.
And let me say this. I don't know if what's his name. Is it Hunter? I'm calling him Hunter. That's like
Harrison.
Harrison. There you go.
Harrison Butker.
Hunter is such a yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Anyway, his name, whatever that dude's name. Dude, you need two incomes in today's world. Not all of us are in the NFL. Sorry, Harrison. Nowadays, if you making 150, y'all are getting by. If you got, you got multiple kids, since you wanted to just keep laying down and having kids, it's pretty damn near impossible for us to not both work unless I'm making a quarter.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell are you talking about, bro? Anyway,
again,
he triggered me.
Yeah, I know. I get it. I absolutely get it.
Anyway, let's get to it.
GC Services, Roofing and Construction. I checked in last night with that Thunderdomer whose house got worked on. How'd it go? Be honest.
Yeah, how'd it go?
I got the text message. I reached out. I have the number. Let's see if I have it.
The number is...
Roof came out great. Everything's covered, taken care of. Good guys.
And that's the Thunderdomer. That's not Russ. That's the Thunderdomer.
Oh, the Thunderdomer. Look, and Russ knows I like him. We're buddies, but Russ, full throttle, pull back the curtain. I messaged that Thunderdomer. Let me know honestly how'd my guys do. I have full faith, but I just want to make sure. And Russ wants to know too if they have any issue. Love it. Couldn't have been happier. And the guy's dad, I think, is going to have GC do something for them. And I told you about the nosy neighbor.
What happened?
He walked over to see what was going on. And when we told him, though, he was like, oh, I actually may get you guys' number and have y'all come look at my roof, too. So it worked out. They might wind up getting 2 more jobs out of this. That's kind of how In the Building operates. Word of mouth. GC Services, Roofing and Construction. And to my knowledge, I think we're the only thing in town promoting GC Services and Construction, roofing. So they're hustlers
Shout
like
out
we
to
are.
Thunderdome.
And so if they get a job based on us, they're going to, not that they would cut corners with other people, but if they know you're Thunderdome, you're going to get, you're going to get Game 7 effort from GC Servicing.
Amen.
Every job is treated like Game 7 at GC Services, Roofing and Construction. Our roofers. 347-0426, 347-0426, or gcservicesroofing.com, gcservicesroofing.com. Again, a reminder for you non-members and for you members, we have a members only coming up today at 10:30. So be advised. 2 days in a row, members only. I don't want to hear bitching.
Well, like someone says, you can't, talk shit if you only do 2 or 10. That's on me. We'll have a lot this week. Well,
it's on us.
We'll figure out next week too. Hopefully, we'll have some next week as well.
No, it's on us. Well, we're working. Look, man, we're getting. I've talked about that pendulum, that swinging pendulum. We are. It's zoop, 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 and eventually it's going to settle. We have to do all. We've got stuff we're doing outside of this show, and we're so busy marketing this show, trying to build our piggy bank. Once we get there, we'll be able to do more members. But until we get more members, we can't do more members, if that makes sense.
Well, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. We're going to get there. The happy medium, to use Manu Ginobili's old phrase, will regress to the mean at some point.
Right.
Everything will settle down. Everything's going to be just fine.
You are correct, Billy Morgan. ASWIP for Today passport app process. Mm-hmm. Now, I've heard urban legend that you can drive to Houston and get it the same day. Is that urban legend or is that true?
I drove Nina to Austin to get hers once.
How quick?
48 hours.
No shit.
Mm-hmm.
Austin.
You got to pay up, though.
Yeah,
we paid.
It costs more money.
No.
Right?
Okay, yeah, that goes without saying. We paid, but I had to drive her all the way up to Travis County to do it. But we got paid. I've had some good feedback from my Caitlin Clark take. None of it like mad.
What was it? What was your thesis?
If they want equal treatment, then when she sucks, I'm going to tell her. I'm going to say,
shocking.
don't get mad if I call her out for sucking.
A bunch of y'all.
I know she's a sweetheart.
Y'all a
right
bunch
now.
of Harrison Butkers. That's why.
Yeah, y'all want equal treatment. She gonna get it. She wants the job. Cool. She's gonna criticize. That was a horrific debut last night.
I've never seen so many people want a young lady to fail.
I don't want her to fail. I'm going to be fair to her, like with everybody else.
But we've never scrutinized the WNBA player like this ever. Anyone.
Ever. Right. So one side says, white girl shows up scoring points. Now she's America's sweetheart. But here's the pay. We're going to chew her ass up and spit her out with all the rest of the trash if she fails. And that sucks for her. You know what I'm saying? That sucks for her, but that's what we do. And we'll do the same damn thing to Anthony Edwards if he does dumb shit, gets hurt and can't be the same. Ja Morant was on his way to that elite superstar status, and now he's just been... I did a segment yesterday trying to preach about grace and forgiveness, as you recall. Well, I'm willing to give Ja Morant a chance to grow up and mature.
Well,
but he's been basically just canceled by half the country.
Harrison would not like Anthony Edwards because Anthony Edwards gave a young lady $100K to go get an abortion.
Damn. Anthony Edwards did?
Yeah, she screenshot the text. He was like, yo, money's in the account. Show me the doctor's paperwork once you're done. And he was texting her the whole day.
This was Edwards?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Like father, like son.
And she's like, dude, yeah. She's like, dude, I'm going. Like, he's texting her, where's the paperwork? Where's the paperwork? Where's the paperwork? Yeah. I'm like, damn, man.
That's unfortunate.
Either wrap up or pull out.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I don't get that.
I don't get that either. All right, so Caitlin Clark last night had 9 points and 3 assists.
Dude, come
in
on.
Her
Mike, are you going to do this to her for 50 games, Mike?
No, I'm done. This is my last Caitlin Clark discussion unless something else massive happens. Just to let everybody know, she was horrible. It was a terrible home debut last night. The Fever got run off the floor by the New York Liberty by like 40 something.
Yeah, Seneku and Breonna Stewart, they're the real deal. They wanted to let her know we were doing this before you.
And with that, I am now done talking about the WNBA.
Well, we'll see.
Unless that's something. Now, when the playoffs get here, I'll be all in with my Vegas Aces. I'm a huge Vegas Aces fan because of the Mike Taylor show's on Becky Hammond's back-to-back titles. Of course they won the back-to-back titles when she gets a job up there. You know what I will say about the WNBA? There's only 12 teams. I didn't know that. That means there ain't no shit teams. There ain't no shit games. Every night you're seeing these are the best. These are truly the best basketball players on the planet.
Right.
You imagine if the NBA only had 12 teams?
It would be much better.
Everybody would be a super team.
Right.
So that's what in her defense, she's dealing with that. But that's it. She's a kid. Now just let her blend into society and develop and process.
All right.
That's not overreacting one way or the other. That's all. That's my point. By overreacting to, I'm overreacting to the overreaction.
Okay.
All right. It's Ribaldo, Jay Ribaldo, sending me stats every day on houses right now in this area.
He sent me some too. I was like, hey, Mike normally takes over, so make sure Mike gets these as well. He said,
I appreciate that.
He was like, I got you. I was like, all right, cool.
So for the month of April, the median house cost in this town was $310,000. But the average price is $378,000. So the mean is still significantly less, and we're still less than Harris County, Dallas County, Tarrant County, or Travis County. Of all the big major city counties, ours is still the cheapest to buy a home. If you are in the market for a home in and around Bexar County, Jay Ribaldo's our guy, 887-1081. Or you can email him directly, jribaldo@kw.com. The official real estate agent of In the Building, it is jribaldo@kw.com.
Start the process. That's the best thing I can tell you. I promise you will not regret it.
Yeah,
you look up, you've been in their home 10 years, you got some equity. There's so many things you can do. Owning a home is a part of the American dream. Because there's so many different things you can do, and I can't think of a better guy to
Flip
do it
it
for
and
you
get a
than
lot of
Jay.
money.
Yeah.
Whatever. But the most important thing is to have the best agent you can. David Baldo's our guy. All right, we're going to take a quick little 15-minute break. I got to pee. In the restroom, I'm apparently going to have to clean here pretty soon. And then we got members only. $6.
No,
That's it. A
it's
month.
OnlyFans.
Well, we don't want to get sued. Members only. In the building, members only edition here in 15 minutes at 10:30. See you boys in a minute.
This program was made possible by contributions from viewers and listeners like you. Thank you.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.